We're going to take a look at some of the most common workflows and how to build them. When you build a workflow, you'll almost always have a campaign of emails in that workflow. And a campaign of emails is simply a sequence of emails that are set to go out one after the other with a particular time delay. And the most common kinds of campaigns that we see in workflows are lead magnet delivery campaigns, whether you are delivering a PDF as a lead magnet download where you're offering something valuable to your website traffic to get them to opt in. And when I say lead magnet, I'm really talking about a tactic that marketers use to encourage people to opt into their email list. And so they offer something valuable to their traffic, where maybe it's a crash course or a PDF download or a white paper, and they say, get this for free just by signing up, and they will deliver that automatically through an autoresponder. And so a very common campaign is the lead magnet delivery campaign, where they're delivering a white paper or a PDF, or maybe you have a sequence of emails set to go out at a certain time of day each day for a certain number of days, educating in kind of a crash course model. Another common campaign type is the post-conversion upsell campaign. So let's say that someone purchases from you, and after they purchase, you want to continue sending them messages about what they've purchased, how to get the most out of their purchase, something like an ebook or a course, and you're checking in with them, but you're also giving them an opportunity to learn about your other more high-value products. And so maybe you include some tips on how to get the most out of what they purchased, but also some discounts or reasons to upgrade their purchase to the next level of product you offer. And finally, another very common kind of campaign is the customer and lifecycle campaign. And this applies more commonly to the SaaS market, where maybe you have someone who is brand new to your product and you need to teach them how to use it. So maybe it's an app and you're getting them onboarded fully. A customer campaign can be invaluable in getting your users to fully use your tool and stick with you longer. So let's create a workflow together. Once you get into your account, you'll want to go to Automation, then to Workflows, create a new workflow, give it a name, and we can begin editing. For this workflow, we're going to start with the lead magnet example that I was mentioning earlier. And so we'll need at least one form to trigger this workflow, and you'll see that it's asking you to define a trigger. Most often, workflows are triggered by someone submitting a form on your website, whether it's an opt-in widget or a built-in hard-coded HTML form. A lot of times, the first action people will take in a workflow is to add a tag, and this is really useful for later segmentation. In this case, we can apply a tag for anyone who's requested the lead magnet, and this allows you to later segment based on who has and has not requested lead magnet, filtering on that tag. The next action you'll want to do is you'll want to add in a campaign that delivers the lead magnet. You'll go to Campaigns, then you'll create a new campaign, and you're given the option of browsing blueprints to create your campaign. In this case, I've used those blueprints to easily insert the 5-day email mini course. And what this has done, when I press to use this blueprint, it's inserted these emails into this campaign. And without doing very much work at all, I can go in and edit these emails in a way that promotes what I have to offer to my audience. It gives some instruction on how to craft the email. And once I've customized it for my own use, it'll be ready to activate and deliver to my audience and nurture that way. It's very easy to get that set up just by using those blueprints. And you should know that campaigns are also used to deliver, like I mentioned earlier, PDFs. There is an advantage, though, to using this crash course model. PDF delivery, you probably have experienced this before, where you've opted in to get a PDF and it later sits on your hard drive and you don't do anything with it. That's of no use to you, the marketer. It's better for someone to receive a series of emails from you over a series of days, where they can have multiple chances to interact with you, build trust with you, and also you can see if they're opening or clicking that email, and then therefore build your sender reputation and also see which out of all of your subscribers who are opting in are most engaged, and we'll show you how to do that later through lead scoring. Going back to the workflow, we can now add this campaign to the workflow, and we're going to use the lead magnet delivery campaign. So what's going to happen now is when someone submits the entry form, they'll be tagged, they'll be sent into this campaign, and this campaign has those 5 emails in it. And so 5 days later, when this campaign wraps up, they will now exit the workflow. It's as simple as that. You can start the workflow and it'll be ready to go. Now, You can add more things into this workflow, and if you are choosing to use the upsell model where someone opts into your marketing and then you later pitch them on a paid product, you certainly could do so. And so maybe in these emails you have a pitch for your paid product. And if someone does purchase that product, maybe you want them to proceed to a different kind of automation in the workflow. And you can do this using a goal. Let's say that you are selling an info product and the goal for this product is made a purchase. And so that lead magnet delivery campaign that you had is pushing someone towards a purchase of maybe it's a course that you're selling on Gumroad. And in that campaign, maybe you have a special offer, a link that they can click. And because you have set up the integration directly with Gumroad, Drip will see when someone makes a purchase via Gumroad. And if they are in this campaign, you can have them pulled out of that campaign and leapfrog down to this goal and then proceed on through the workflow. And so only people who have purchased will get to that point of the workflow. So then you can say, I'm going to apply a customer tag. And anyone who purchased now has that customer tag applied. And now you can send them a campaign that is specific for your customers. And like I said before, oftentimes people will include messages in their customer campaign that helps that person get the most out of what they just purchased, or maybe even refer a friend to the product. And now you can see how this workflow is built to nurture someone from their entry point, from submitting that opt-in form, to segment them automatically with a tag, send them a campaign, and then if they do purchase, even if they're midstream in this campaign, they can be pulled out of the lead nurturing campaign for this product and then sent on their way, get the customer tag applied, and then the customer campaign is then sent to them and they can exit the workflow. And that covers creating your very first workflow. If you have any questions about creating your first workflow, you can contact us directly at support@getdrip.com. Also in the notes on this video, I have a link off to our knowledge base where we feature blueprints with even more detail on how to create workflows that accommodate things like ebook purchases, onboarding for apps, webinars, and even more. So you'll want to check that out.